Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on the DCEU, and this will be my teaser breakdown for the Justice League Snyder Cut. As earlier yesterday, Zack Snyder posted this sneak peek, if you want to call it, of the Justice League Snyder Cut, and it's basically a teaser, and oh boy, it just looks awesome. So I will play the teaser right now. However, if you guys cannot see it, that means that it got copyright claimed, which hopefully it doesn't. But if it does, then that means obviously you didn't see it. But I'm gonna play it just in case, because this teaser is just freaking awesome and you guys should just see it. So yeah, here we go.
The bell's already been rung, and they've heard it. Out in the dark, among the stars. Ding dong, the god is dead.
So yeah, I just got chills from that. Now, if you guys were able to see it, as I said, that means it did not get copyright claimed. If you guys didn't see it, then I will link the teaser in the description down below. And that would obviously mean that I've removed it from the video because it got copyright claimed. But yeah, I wasn't lying. This trailer just looks amazing. But before I do the trailer breakdown or teaser breakdown, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more DCEU content coming your way. Now, just a heads up, at the DC convention, DC Fandome, Zack Snyder did confirm that we will be getting another short sneak peek for the Snyder Cut. So get excited for that, I guess. But anyways, on to my breakdown. So this trailer is very ominous, and we hear Lex Luthor say the bell has been rung, and they've heard it. But in the dark, among the stars, they know the god is dead. Now, this trailer is very cool as well because we get our first look of the villain, Darkseid. What Lex is actually saying over here is very interesting because when it mentions they've heard the god is dead, this leads me to believe that Darkseid's army and Darkseid himself has actually been waiting for the death of Superman all along to collect these mother boxes. The fact that Lex is just speaking as well in this teaser shows that he'll have a bigger role than he did in the theatrical version. So yeah, Superman is a pretty huge danger for Darkseid and his army, which is why Darkseid was probably waiting for the death of Superman so he could collect the mother boxes. Now, Wonder Woman in this trailer is actually in some Themyscirian area, I believe. Maybe it's like a temple. The thing about this though is that she's looking at it with extreme fear. Now, we know Wonder Woman doesn't know about Darkseid because she wouldn't have been born at that time. But maybe she would have heard sometimes she would have heard some stuff of Darkseid maybe, but she definitely wouldn't have known about Darkseid. As she's looking at that temple right now, she would know how powerful he is, but she wouldn't know who he is actually. And since Superman is dead, she's afraid that this person who's said to be as powerful as Superman, although he isn't, will make his move to get these mother boxes. Now, in that photo that Diana is staring at with fear, obviously we get our first look of Darkseid. And I just can't wait to see this villain because in the comics, he's just awesome. The best way to really describe him for those who don't know is that it's basically Thanos, but Darkseid is a lot more powerful. And those Omega beams, let's just say, you just don't want to be near those. But the thing on the center is that the combination of the mother boxes. So this will lead to Wonder Woman knowing that Darkseid is after the mother boxes. Now, actually in the comics, Darkseid trapped his mother inside of these mother boxes. So this could also be why he needs the mother boxes as well, or Steppenwolf needs them at least. So ultimately, I think Wonder Woman will be the main reason to why the Justice League is to be formed, just like the one we got in the theaters. And then, like, she goes on to warn Batman, and then that's what forms the Justice League as they collect the Flash, Aquaman, and Cyborg. So essentially, most of the things will play out pretty similarly, but it will also be different. So then they find out that Superman is the key to stop these villains, which will ultimately result to the resurrection of Superman. And Superman does actually have a very interesting part in this Snyder cut as well, because he calls himself unworthy of being like hopeful. So this is what actually results him to be wearing that black suit, because he knows that he doesn't inspire hope to the city anymore, which is why he wears the black suit. But don't worry, the villains won't be easily defeated like the theatrical version. Superman won't be the one defeating the big bad, as far as I'm aware. Maybe against Darkseid, yes, as they are pretty similar in terms of power. If Darkseid isn't going to face off Superman, I think they will play out similar to Thanos in the MCU. So essentially what I mean by that is that they just know he's coming, but he won't actually face off the Justice League in this movie, which is probably the most likeliest option to happen in this case. But against Steppenwolf, I think it was said that Wonder Woman will deliver the final blow on him. So no, it won't be Superman and him being so overpowered that just tosses him around. Now the trailer ends with this sick shot of Darkseid, and he is indeed in the flashback scene with the Green Lantern war and things like that. Now the thing that worries me is that he's not full on Darkseid yet by the looks of it, and doesn't look to have the Omega Force either in this shot, which is fine because that's pretty much in the level of Thanos without his Infinity Gauntlet. But again, you can't really compare those both together because Darkseid is, as I said, just a lot more powerful. But again, this is a flashback scene, and I think we will see him appear on present day for a bit. So maybe in present day, he has the full Omega Force, and he is the full-on Darkseid that we know him to be. Now, it was also said that in the end of this movie, Steppenwolf will not be killed. He will actually be brought to Darkseid, and then due to Darkseid's disappointment for failing, it was said that Darkseid would actually be the one to kill Steppenwolf. I don't know how true that is, but that is very dark and would be so cool as well. And if we do see Omega Force Darkseid in that scene, if it is to be real, I would just love him to kill Steppenwolf with those Omega beams. Now this is actually why they need Superman so badly, because that Omega Force can literally shred all Justice League members. It is very powerful on Superman as well, which is why Superman and Darkseid could pull off a really, really good fight without the both really being too overpowered against each other. So Superman is pretty much the only superhero in the Justice League that could face off Darkseid. I mean, Green Lantern and the Flash could, but I don't think that they're going to do that anytime soon. I think it's just going to be Superman v Darkseid. Superman is more powerful than Darkseid. However, Darkseid is just, a bit underneath. So as I said, those two could pull up a good fight in the future if we do potentially get a Justice League 2, in which we probably would if this Snyder Cut does actually get some really, really good reviews. But yeah guys, this is pretty much it for this trailer breakdown. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.